How's everyone doing?
Doing
All
well.
good, Peter? Excellent. Good to hear from you. Vic, how's it going? Vic's just chilling. So if you guys want to raise your hands, and then I can answer any tech questions that you guys have in order, and we'll just go like that. Anyone have any questions? Or
I do have a question actually. So for optins.com, it's saying for the free version, right? It's saying it's 10 leads a month. What does that exactly entail?
optins.com. Let's have a look. So that would be 10 signups to your freebie. I think that's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So are you on the? So which version are you? You're on the free version right now.
Correct. I haven't signed up yet, but I'm here at the sign up page, and it's asking which package I want to get.
Yeah.
I just had that question before I signed up. I didn't want to,
Yeah, so 10 leads a month is just going to be 10 signups for one of your freebies. So it's fairly limited, but it will get you started.
Very well. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool. That was easy. Let's see who else we've got here. Got some more people joining. Hello, everyone that's just joined. If you have any tech questions, just raise your hands and we'll go through one by one. Let's mute Daniel. Cool. So, Vic Scott, their
Hey.
hand up. How's it going, Vic?
Yeah, sorry, my mic was off earlier. I was saying what's up, but I realized I was on the wrong mic. Yeah, so Benny said, hop on this call because we're gonna get some special optins.com in trading or something. But I guess really what I'm curious about is the opt-in page seems pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
But what I'm curious about is, a system, you have your email automation after people log in and everything. I know Optins is still in beta, so I'm not sure what all is actually built out and working. But is it going to have that same feature where they get the email automation that they've signed up for your freebie, and then they also like the email to join your community, and the freebie comes 5 to 10 minutes after. And also, like, will I get the email that someone signed up for my lead? And then follow up is like, am I gonna have to sign up for something like Active Campaign for emails and like sync this to that? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how the whole flow is gonna work together using optins.com.
Sure. Okay. So, so the first part of your question then is basically what Optins will do is when someone signs up, it will send them an automated email in 5 minutes after they sign up, which gives them access to the freebie. And what you can also do is link it to a third-party email service. Well, there's two supported right now. So we have Active Campaign and we have MailChimp. So if you use either of those two, basically what it will do is when someone signs up for your freebie using Optins, it's going to send those people automatically to either Active Campaign or MailChimp, depending on which one you have set up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so to essentially tag them, and then let's say you had your weekly email, it would automatically send it through Active Campaign or MailChimp from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So once they're in your let's say your Active Campaign account, then you can send automated emails from Active Campaign. You can do automations in Active Campaign, but I think at the moment Optins will just do the one email automation to give you access to that freebie.
Okay. And as far as like all of the lead generation and contact stuff, like I know that they get populated in your leads section.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess that makes sense. All right. No, I think I'm clear right now. Thank you.
What was your question going to be?
I was just gonna, I guess one question I was gonna ask is like, is there a way? Might be cool if there's a way to like track, if they've been called, what was their response? I guess I was gonna ask, is that something that's included in that leads spreadsheet? Like, can you manage your leads through? Like, I don't have any. Okay, so it's more of just a list.
Yeah. So yeah, and then this is kind of just like a table, and then you can download the SV, which is going to be a spreadsheet that you can
And
use
then you can track it through there if you wanted.
if you wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But ideally, really, what this is set up to do, like I say, is to bring the leads into your ActiveCampaign and Mailchimp, and then you can track them. You can track them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No worries. Okay. So yeah, you guys that just joined, if you want to put your hands up, if you have specific questions, just stick your hand up, and we'll go through it that way. Yes, Daniel. Good to see you again.
Yeah, hey there. How you doing, Sam?
Yeah,
You
good.
helped me last time with setting up some ManyChat automations, and they've been very helpful. One thing that I was hoping to include in those ManyChat automations is the ability to capture people's emails.
Mhm.
And so I was wondering, it's a little funky. I'm not really sure how to add that in. I was wondering if you can maybe coach me through that.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, the simplest way to do it is just send them to a landing page that has one of your freebies on. They sign up for the freebie, and you get their email address that way.
I'm not tracking what you're saying there. So I have ManyChat automation set up.
Mhm.
Okay, I could maybe share my screen if that would help. I could show you how the flow, how it works. But there is an option in ManyChat somewhere where people put in their email to get the freebie.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to set that up. That's what I'm looking for.
Right. Okay. Show me what you've got, because I'm not fully understanding.
Yep, no problem. All right, can you guys see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
So these are my client automations. I have 3 of them. You see 4. This one shouldn't be in here. But here's a freebie comment reply. Okay, so they comment some trigger word on a post. It sends them this message. They opt in. Yes, I want the freebie. They get the freebie. It waits 40 seconds, and then it sends them a question that we can start dialogue with. I would like to capture their email somewhere in this flow.
Yeah. So when you send them to the freebie, where are you actually sending them? Where does the link take them?
To whatever link my clients want to put in there. It can be a link to a video. It can be a link to a I don't even know what this one is. Let's see. It's a free guide on how to do this specific pose. It can be whatever they want. The freebie is irrelevant. What's relevant though is capturing the email.
Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, what you'd need to do is send them to a landing page that has the freebie, that offers the freebie in exchange for an email address, and that's how you'd capture their email.
Yeah, but there's functions within ManyChat where because I've used it before. I've made it. Someone else made it for me where they'll they'll comment a trigger word. Okay.
Yep.
The trigger word will say, "Hey, are you interested in?" Here, I'll show you. A guy did it to me yesterday. What's his name? Damn. Give me 1 second. I'll find it. So here you go, man. Pretty wild. What's the best email for you? Send him my email. Just sent this over to your email. Access the guide. So there was no landing page. and because I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for my clients. My whole offer is they don't have to do anything without other than using their phone and their tripod.
Right.
So setting up a landing page and doing all that shit, that ain't gonna work. So it's got to be just like this. Hey, what's the email? They capture the email. I should be able to go into mini chat. I can look at a different one. Right. And I should be able to see these unique contacts with their email because we're capturing the email.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that?
Okay, so we need to add another block in there. So go back to the previous one. Yeah. So if we edit automation, yeah. And then we want to add a block in there. Yep. So it's going to be I think it's under actions. If you go to actions. Set user field. And then we would need to set the fields as the email address. So if you just type in email, yeah. Value. Okay, so we need a message that asks them for their email address, and then we need to set that value basically. So if we put another block in there, we'll come back to that one in a moment, the one we were just setting up.
Okay.
All right, so Instagram, and then send message. And then we have the prompt that asks them for their email. Yep, perfect. And then wire that into the flow.
Okay. Where do you think is the best place to do that?
I think you might want to send me a freebie. Hell yes, and then after hell yes, it would be there.
Do you know how to make this go here?
You can just delete the wire.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then the next step would be the yellow action one that we did. No, not that one. The action. Yep. And then if you click on the yellow one to edit it, yeah, and then set the email to, if you click on where it says unknown, and then click on the little curly braces there, on the bottom right of that field.
Okay.
Yep. And then we should be able to grab, if you scroll down.
So I got.
There's an Instagram thing at the bottom as well.
Oh.
Last interaction. I think it might be last interaction, perhaps. Last interaction in Instagram. No, that's not it. Yeah, we need to grab the output of that field.
I can always we can always like get together offline, or maybe you could send me like a Loom video or something. Um,
Yeah, that would
I know
work.
this is kind of a challenging thing to figure out, but yeah, this is just like the one part in my automations that are just kind of lacking. Just because I'm getting the clients are getting really good traction with the automations, they're just not able to capture the emails.
Right.
And so that's what we're looking for. But
Okay.
yeah, if
You
you
wanna-
if we want to get together offline or something, we can.
Yeah, sure. Just shoot me a message on school.
Okay,
We'll figure something out.
I will do that,
All
and
right.
we can follow up. My last final question, real quick. When it comes to uh, email, like mass email lists and sending out a weekly email and stuff like that, I use Constant Contact.
Mhm.
But I would like to get away from that. What system do you guys use to send out your weekly emails?
We use Active Campaign.
Active Campaign.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, because like I'm decentralized right now, where I have this Constant Contact email list, has like 3,000 people on it, but then I have all my sales funnels and stuff like that, and I have to like literally every day that someone signs up for the email or for our lead gen and all of our business stuff, I have to go download a CSV file and then input it in Constant Contact just to get one email. So it's like a very not a good system.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay.
So
That's another,
Active Campaign.
yeah. It's another thing we can look at because we can potentially automate that.
Okay, I will send you a message. Thank you, sir.
All right. Cheers. Ciao. All right. So next on the list. Okay. So David, how's it going, David?
Sorry, I actually had my hand raised for the question that Daniel just asked. I was going to have Zapier open and Constant Contact and System. I was all logged in.
Okay.
But anyway, is that the idea, right? Because
Mhm.
like we've got opt-ins through the system landing pages and the automation then to get it into Constant Contact versus an alternative of like fully migrating all of his 3,000 from the posing business into Active Campaign, like shifting system entirely. You just set up an automation.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. Zapier or make.com.
Okay. Do we have anything on that in terms of like a resource, just video wise, or is there anything like available like that?
No, I mean it's really just a simple two-step process. The trigger will be someone signing up in, let's say, system.io, and the action will be create the contact in Constant Contact. That's really it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can. If it's easier to shoot a Loom, that's totally fine. I can set it up offline, or if however we want to do it.
All right, cool. Yeah, just shoot me a message.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
All right, David. Augustina, hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. We were working with ManyChat, as Daniel recently showed. But Belen, our coach, we are working with her one-on-one, was very clear on that we need to create these landing pages in opt-ins versus capturing emails through ManyChat, as Daniel demonstrated. So I am a bit lost on this. Like, what should we do? We should continue capturing emails through ManyChat on Instagram. What's the benefit of creating a landing page in opt-ins?
Yeah, I mean each one has their pros and cons. So using Instagram, you can. It's just a lot less friction for people. It's a lot easier for people to do. They can just type their email address in right there. With a landing page, you have more flexibility. Like Vic saying there, you can collect other information like telephone numbers and that kind of thing. So it's really just a case by case basis. So what is your what are you offering? What's your offer?
Yeah. Uh, we are working on a free school community, and we are going to offer our coaching services. We work on the relationship field. We
Right.
have a business of life coaching or something like that. But as we are developing a free school community, I think that Belen is asking us to have a landing page because she was giving us this idea on saying, if you want the freebie, please leave your email address here and you will receive the freebie in 10 minutes. But if you don't want to wait, you can join our free school community. So I think
Yeah.
that's the difference between, but I don't know if Daniel is not building a free school community. Maybe it won't work like this for him, but
Yeah.
I think this is the difference.
Yeah, definitely. And ultimately, we want to get people into our free school communities so that we can DM them and we can get them onto calls and get them, sold into our programs.
Yeah. So how can we set up opt-ins? If we are VIP Academy members, do we have to pay a membership or a subscription or something like that to use it, or?
I would need to find out. I don't know exactly how that's working yet. So I will ask Benny about that because I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
sure.
we were learning how to use System.io, but since you were launching optins.com, we stopped that process, that learning process, because of course everything we knew we start, it requires some learning curve, or I don't know how to say this in English, but we stopped our project of building something at System to start working with Optins. So we would need that information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will. I will find out as soon as possible. I'm just going to message Benny now and figure out how that works for VIPs, and then I'll come back to you with information.
Thank you.
Cool.
I think I have one more question, if you can.
Yeah, sure.
We were using School, like posting on School and sending an email to our community, choosing that option.
Yes.
And is it okay to use it as a weekly newsletter on Sunday morning, or is it better to use Active Campaign or something like that? Because we are not sending emails every day, but we do want to send a weekly newsletter with the reflections or key takeaways of our free workshops in the community. So do you think that's a good idea?
So use it as your email list instead of using like Active Campaign or something else to send a weekly email.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to be sending emails to your list from your email service and from School as well.
Why?
You want to do both. Because you want to be sending email from your own personal domain to help strengthen the reputation of that domain. Make sure that you're building up reputation for that domain. But then also you want to use school.com because it's already an established domain, and so you can leverage their reputation to have emails delivered that way as well. So you get the best of both worlds there. You get to build your own brand and you get to leverage someone else's.
Okay, but we should send different content, right? Like not the same email through School and also through our Active Campaign account or something like that.
Ideally, yes, there would need to be different emails. But there's nothing to stop you sending the same email, sending the same information as an email and as a School post. But yeah, I would have two different subjects.
Okay.
Content for that.
Thank you for the answer.
Okay, cool. Does anyone else have any questions around optins.com or anything else? Hey, Dakota.
Hey, I'm sorry if this was asked already. My audio was cut for some reason, but two questions real quick. I was looking for information about optins.com integration with Zapier, but couldn't find any clear details. Does it integrate? And if so, what specific triggers and actions are available for automation?
I don't know at the moment. I'm going to add that to my list of questions. I'm going to relay back to the team. It doesn't look like there's a native integration right now, but I can get a sense from the team if it doesn't exist when it's going to be released.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate that. And then my next question was about CSV import.
Yeah.
Again, I was trying to figure it out, but for some reason couldn't find it. Does optins.com support CSV import for uploading leads from Kajabi? Because I have an email list already existing. Yeah, can I just import, all my emails all at one time, mass import of emails? Does it support that?
I can see that it has export, but I don't see an import.
Okay.
But what we could potentially do, I will speak to the team about that and see if that's a thing or when it's going to be a thing.
Okay.
We may actually be able to do that import for you as well. So let me ask that question. Let me just make a note of that.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Okay, excellent. Does anyone have any more questions, tech questions? Everyone was just in here chilling today. That's cool. All right. Well, as we're all here and we're all talking about optins.com, I'm just going to create a landing page for you guys and show you how to get started with Optins. You may have seen this already, but practice makes perfect. So I'm on optins.com. I've created my account. So I'll create a new landing page. So Tech Tuesday. And then you supply your freebie. So you can either have a link to a freebie somewhere, you can upload your own file, or you can import a freebie that you already have in your account. We can just put anything in here for now. We'll just put the homepage of Google here, for example. Okay, and then it brings you to the landing page builder, which is a pre-populated template. So what we can do here, on the left-hand side, we have the edit window, and on the right-hand side, we have the preview, what it's going to look like for your website users. So on Tech Tuesday help for free. We can change the image here. We can also have a slideshow, so you can put multiple images in different positions. You can reorder those in any order that makes sense. We'll keep that as a default for now. Then we have a subtitle, which is the text below the image. So just drop your details below. We can just leave that as the default. And then we have form fields here for first name and email. We can customize the color of all this text. We can customize the color of this button here, the send button. So you can make that a nice green button there, for example. You can change the text color as well. This might be the most ugly button I've ever seen. Then you would change the link to your page. So the link that people would use to access the funnel. So it's given Tech Tuesday because it's used the name of the funnel that we gave it earlier. So as a default, it's just given Tech Tuesday, which I'm fine with. We have our link to our freebie, which I put in, which is just the Google homepage right now. And Google for your free tech help. Right. Techies love to use Google. And you can customize the fields that you ask for. So this is the information that you ask for your prospects. So we could ask for the first name, the last name, phone number, and we can also have a drop down field. So this could be which tool do you need the most help with? So this is a drop down that is asking the user to make a choice. So we might say, you know, optins.com. Another tool that people might need help with is ActiveCampaign, so on and so on. You can add bullet points in here. So okay, cool. So we've got our form here that we've customized. We've added all of these things in. I actually wouldn't recommend asking for all of this information. I would just ask for first name and email address. And then if you do have a drop down where you'd like them to make a choice, then you can include that. You want to ask them the least amount of information that you need to be able to deliver what you want to deliver to them, because the more information someone has to fill out, the less likely they are to do it, and so your conversion rate of your landing page is going to decrease. So there's a trade-off there between getting enough information but also making it so that you get enough conversions. So I'm going to leave the drop down on here, and then we have our little like USP bullet points here that just say, you know, just give you some features and benefits of the freebie. All right. We can also tag people as well. So an optional tag that everyone who opts in for the freebie gets tagged with this, and it's just good for organization later. So we could call this like Tech Tuesday. Could be the tag. So you see I've got the Tech Tuesday tag in there now. All right, cool. So we've got our landing page all set up. Let's go to the thank you page. Okay, so then we've got some text here. So suite name. So we have a placeholder for the name. It's going to personalize it. You can also add additional personalization in there as well, but the default should be fine. Your gift will be in your inbox in 5 minutes, but if you don't want to wait 5 minutes, get it instantly by joining my school community below. So we incentivize people to join the school community so they can get faster access to the freebie that we've offered them. And then we would put the school URL in here, so a link to their school community. So it'd be like school.com/community. You can move the button position above or below the text and the image. I would keep it above, because if you think about how, you know, most people in the Western world read left to right, top to bottom. So anything near the top is going to be much more frequently read than anything down below. So we don't want to bury it below the fold of the page. So keep the button position above. Again, we can customize the button color and the text color as well. We can also customize the image underneath. You can also switch on this confetti so that there's a burst of confetti when someone signs up for the freebie on the page, and you can also add a GIF in here as well. So we can have our dancing squirrel friend there, and you can search for different GIFs. So you can have like tech. So we could have like this one here. It says no. So that would be how you set up the thank you page, and then we can just click save and publish once we're ready. Okay, it doesn't like that URL. I think I just need to put the HTTP. Cool. And now we have our Tech Tuesday funnel. If I put my details in here, it's all good to go. So that was a quick resume on opt-ins. You can see we got some raised hands. So Augustina, you had a question?
Yeah. Could the phone number be optional?
I think it's either on the page or it's not on the page. So if it's on the page,
Okay.
then it has to be filled in.
Okay, and do you suggest to require phone number?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't. Me personally, I don't like giving my phone number to people, so I probably wouldn't
Me
give
either.
people.
That's why I'm. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Oh, so on the phone number, actually, you can just click on the required button. So let me just show you. So let's say we're asking for the phone number, right? We've ticked the box, so it's going to show up on the web page here. If you just click on required, it just takes that off and makes it optional. So you could switch all of this on and just make it optional if you wanted. But
Okay. Sorry, I did not see the.
yeah, no,
option.
I missed that as well. So
Okay, great. And another thing I wanted to ask you is, do we need to send you a DM on school to follow up on this question of VIP members having some special set up for this or something like that?
yeah, that would be the best way.
So your some brag like this in school,
Yes, that's right. Yep, you just do a search for me in VIP Academy and you'll find me.
Cool. And I have another question, but it's not from Optins, but a tech question about school. But maybe Big wants to ask you something about this, and after that I can continue.
Okay, what's the question?
The thing is that we had some scammers sending DMs to our free community members. They joined our free community because we don't ask for permission, when you want to join our free community. And I wanted to ask you if there are some recommendations or something we need to take into account about that. And of course, we banned the user, but this can continue happening.
Yep.
And I have another question about how to
Right.
yeah.
So let's answer like first question before you on to the next one. So
Yeah.
what you can do if you're getting scammers into your community, are you asking questions when people join the community? Like you
No, I'm
asking
not.
membership questions?
No.
Okay, so one thing you could do is turn on the membership questions and ask some questions in there. It's just another hurdle for the scammers to get over. What you could also do is turn off auto membership. So you have to approve everyone that comes in the community. So you get to view their profile before they join and just audit them that way before you let them in.
Yeah, I don't want to approve memberships because it's another step, but yeah, I could do that. I had to ask some questions about why are they joining or something like that. So they answer the question and they press send button, and after that they can join the community without my permission, or how does it work?
Yeah, so the way it sounds like the way your community is set up right now, people can just join instantaneously. Right? So what you would do is you could set up membership questions, they answer the questions, and then they're instantly in the community, but they have to answer questions first.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice. And what was the second question?
Can I embed Spotify widgets on my classroom? Because I have some meditations on my Spotify profile, and when I want to share the meditation with them, I need to take them out of school, and I don't want to take them to another place. I want them to stay at my school page.
So I don't think you can embed custom code into school. But what you could do is, if you have the original recordings, you could just upload those into school instead of using Spotify.
Yeah, but if they are too long, I mean more than 5 minutes, I guess, they need to download the file to be able to listen the audio.
Upload it to YouTube instead then.
Yeah, but if they don't have premium access, they will listen to ads, and it's a meditation, so it's not cool.
Or you pay for Wistia.
No, I don't know Wistia.
Yeah, Wistia.com. I'll just put it in the chat. So school works with Wistia, and that's paid for video hosting. So you can
Okay,
just upload
Vimeo
them.
too. I could upload the video to Vimeo and put the link because it works with Vimeo too, right?
Yeah, Vimeo, Wistia,
Okay,
YouTube. It's going to work with those. Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Cool. And Vic.
Hey,
Hey.
quick question. So if we're on the free opt-ins account, I think you said we get 10 leads, right?
Yeah, 10 a month.
Is it set up in a way that if we end up, if we're on the free account, but maybe we get 30 leads because, you know, our video did really well and a lot of people opted in, does opt-ins still collect that information? And if we upgrade, do we get access to it, or is that information just lost right away?
That's a good question. I'll need to find out.
Okay, thank you.
So are leads banked? And that was Vic. All right, I've got your question written down there, Vic. So I'll come back to you with
And
that.
is that something that will you just DM us, or is it like when do we get the? How do I?
Yeah,
access?
I'm writing down all your names so I can just DM you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, Dakota.
Yes. How can I add a 5-minute delay after someone's opted in for a freebie? Because I know it incentivizes them to join the school community, but is there a way to add a 5-minute delay, or is it just
Yeah.
something you say?
On opt-ins, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know if it does it by default or not. I don't think it does it?
Okay, because on Kajabi there wasn't a way to do it, so it was like I put the same thing on my funnel, but
Yeah.
it would just get the link right away, and they got the email, and it's like, oh well, here we go. You know, they had no
On
incentive.
opt-ins, you're saying?
Correct. On opt-ins, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check that. Okay, cool. I've got that written down, Dakota.
Thanks, Sam.
No worries. Okay, my web pharmacist, you're up next. Sorry, I don't remember your name. I know we've met before. Oh, you're muted at the moment.
Yes, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, of course, I changed my niche, so I'm no longer a fat loss pharmacist. But my question is, I didn't know we even had access to this already, so I quickly logged in. But I was trying to do the celebration thing you did, and it's not accepting it. So I don't know, you did it and it worked for you. So I'm wondering what I did wrong.
Okay, do you want to share your screen and we'll take a look?
Oh, okay. Choose what you want to share. Can you see it? So let's go back.
Yep, that's working.
So thank you page. No, not that. Okay. Oh, it's there. Okay. Okay,
Cool.
no problem.
It's there.
It's there.
Great.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Cool. No worries. No worries.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions? Raise your hands. Joseph's been pretty quiet. Natalia's been pretty quiet today. Kat's been quiet. Augustina kind of has her hand raised.
No, Natalia is my team member. She works with me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. Well, I will. Anyone who has any questions that I haven't been able to answer today, particularly about opt-ins, as I say, it's a new platform, so I'll get answers to your questions. I'll DM you guys and let you know. I can also put those answers together and publish them in the community. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how to get the answers from the other mates' questions because they were interesting too. So if you are going to post it, great. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. All right, guys. See you all again next week. Ciao.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye.